Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to This Realtor is Cooking with me, James Ricciuti. Today, I'm going to show you how to make my version of chicken cacciatore. Few ingredients, some work on the stove top, a little bit of time in the oven. Then you're going to come away with the best, most tender, most flavorful, tomatoey, garlicky chicken. It'll be perfect to serve with any side dish, mashed potatoes, pasta, of course, or just on its own. All right, so pay attention. The recipe will be in the notes or a link to the recipe. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube video. Look for me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And check out my blog. There'll be a link to my website also. And of course, any of your real estate needs, I'm here to help. Love to have a conversation. Boom. All right, our first step is going to be to brown the chicken. For best results, I like to use a bone-in, skin-on chicken thigh. You can cook them slow. They stay moist. You never have to worry about them drying out. Or you can use a whole chicken, cut up into about 8 pieces. So I already added pepper. I'm going to add a little bit more fresh ground pepper. And I'm going to hit it with some salt. And then I will salt and pepper the other side. I'm going to put it in the pan, skin side down. So I'm going to let this pan get a little bit hotter. Just putting my hand here to kind of check it. Okay, the pan is hot, so we're going to add all this chicken. And I'm going to see if I can get all these thighs into the pan at once without making it too crowded. I think I'll make them squeeze. Salt and pepper on the back side. All right, I'm going to let this get nice and brown, flip them over, and then we're going to take them out of the pan, then we're going to cook down our vegetables. All right, this is probably cooking about 5 minutes. We're going to flip this over. See how nice and brown these are? That's what you want. Okay, probably going to cook like another 5 to maybe 10 minutes on this side. And get it nice and brown. Then we're going to move this out of the pan and we'll go on to the next step. All right, these look like they're starting to get some color on the bottom. As you can see, it's not going to be like this top where it has that nice skin to brown. So this is done. So we're going to take it, and I got a casserole dish here. I'm just going to put everything in. So see all that fat in the pan? We don't really want that in our dish because it'll make it really too greasy. So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to pour this off into a container I have. So there we go. We got most of the grease out of there. And the remaining grease, we're just going to use that to flavor the vegetables. So in go our vegetables. So we have diced up carrots, onions, and garlic. And remember, all the amounts of ingredients will be in the recipe. So this is going to go right into the pan. Same thing, this is on a high heat. And I'm just going to cook these till they start to brown a little bit. The garlic is in here, so you want to keep that stirring every once in a while. We don't want it to burn the garlic and get bitter. All right, so my vegetables, carrots, onions, and garlic are done browning. So we're just going to take these, just going to dump these over the top. So I just went out and picked some fresh herbs from my garden that have made it through the winter. I've got some rosemary. I'm just going to throw these in there. Some oregano and some thyme. And these are just going to kind of sit in the pan here and flavor the sauce as it bakes in the oven. Speaking of sauce, so I made a marinara sauce, and that's a whole nother video, but you can use Any good sauce that you have, anything you can find in the store is fine. You can, it's always nice, you add a little red wine to it, maybe some more garlic and onions if you're using a jarred sauce. But there's some really good quality stuff out there. But this is ready to go. So here's my, or as we say up in New England, New York, New Jersey, gravy. That's a whole nother argument as well. Is it sauce or is it gravy in the Italian world? Don't want to start any arguments. So this is going to go over top of it right here. And take my tongs and just kind of let some of the sauce get underneath the chicken. All the juices from the chicken are going to just release right into the sauce and add a lot more flavor. All right, into the oven. All right, oven's been preheated to 375 degrees. In goes our chicken. So probably about 30 minutes or so. We'll check it. If the sauce starts to blacken on top or burn a little bit, I'll just cover this with foil. So I'll probably check it in about 15. All right, I just pulled the chicken out of the oven. At about the 15-minute mark, I checked it, and the edges of the pan and the sauce were kind of starting to burn on top. So I just covered it with foil, put it back in. Total cook time was about 30 minutes or so at 375. So, ooh, there we go. That looks good. Everything's kind of cooked down a little bit. The chicken has released all its juices. So when I serve this, I just do maybe 1 or 2 pieces of chicken. Just like that. And then there's a lot of sauce in there. So just grab a big spoon. As I said before in the beginning, you can serve this with roasted potatoes, mashed potatoes, a side of any type of pasta you want, or you can just eat it plain. It's going to be super rich, super chickeny, and just all around awesome. Enjoy. Remember, go to This Realtor is Cooking. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, please. And check out my Facebook page. And enjoy your cooking. Awesome. Go to Italian chicken cacciatore. Trust me, it's simple. You'll want to make this, and it'll even be better as leftovers and reheated. All right, enjoy.